All right, hey guys, welcome back to our Vertically Challenged podcast. I am your host, Edgar Beltran, alongside with Delia and our special guest, Mark.
What's up, guys?
Yay!
So I first want to say thank you for the support that you guys have given to us so far in the podcast. I really do appreciate the feedback that you guys are providing to us behind the scene. Trust me, we're working on the audio, probably trying to save up for the visuals so you guys can see our lovely faces, especially Mark's. And then hopefully we're able to like upload this to like Apple Music and Spotify. Hopefully that's easier.
Cross our fingers.
Yes. And you guys make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't done so already. And yeah, we're gonna kick off with I just kinda wanna see how everyone's week is doing. I'll start with Delia.
All right. It was freaking busy. I'm dead. I'm dying. But I survived. This week was Comic-Con, so I kind of had a lot to do at work, but I got through it, and now we're doing the podcast, and now I can get to say everything that I want to say.
Oh, that's good. I know. Well, she's told me she's closing her store soon because she has some other ventures to do. And
Yes.
Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I was like seeing those, strangers dress up in costumes and they're super.
Dude, it was so crazy. There was like a robot. There was
you mean the nerds?
The nerds.
The nerds. Yeah, and then there was Moana. I saw a bunch of characters. It was pretty fun. Oh yeah, and then one guy that dressed up as like the angry guy from the one movie with all the emotions. What is it called? Well, he had like red paint.
Right?
Yeah, he had a red paint on him. And then he went to the bathroom and he took up all his paint in the bathroom. So my walls were like all red.
Damn.
I don't know if he was part of the character, but I didn't like him. So if you hear this, frick you. And so yeah, that was a pretty long week, but it was fun. There was a lot of characters. I didn't get to see inside, but it was fun.
I mean, I heard there is a lot of people.
It was a lot. They looked like ants, like just running around everywhere.
And I'm pretty sure that brought a bunch of business.
It was
to your little store.
Great. It was just sad because it was our last shift as a staff before we closed, and it got a little emotional at the end. But other than that, it was great. And everybody was saying bye to us and thanking us for like the 5 years. It was nice.
That's awesome.
Honestly, it still hasn't hit me that you're like part owner of that little shop.
It hasn't hit me either. I don't know. But like as we close down, I start thinking about like everything that I built there, and it gets me like, I'm not gonna cry, but
I'm like, you managed that for like what, 3 years, 4 years?
5 years, yeah.
Damn. And now she's big baller, and she's gonna take us out to eat.
Oh yeah, dude, she's gonna take us to eat at that rooftop in LA.
McDonald's.
She's gonna make the sandwiches from her shop.
What's it called? The little box that they're selling right now.
What do you mean her shop? She's gonna make us sandwiches from her studio.
Bro, I'm gonna make you guys ham and cheese. I'm a woman. And I belong in
Subway.
Damn.
I'm done. I'm done with this podcast. Thank you for having me. I'm done.
All right.
Did you guys hear that? I think Tony Stark was there. That's crazy.
What's it called? Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
He can have my babies. That man is so hot. Oh, come on.
He's old.
He's old.
He's older than you.
But he... Okay. So, him and Chris Evans can, like, have my babies and not pay for child support.
Chris Evans. Hell yeah.
Chris Evans anytime.
Isn't he old too?
And? What's your point? When he's that rich and handsome, it's okay. Age is just a number. Like the numbers of the babies I'm gonna have with him. So.
And the numbers of bills you're gonna have in your wallet.
Exactly.
Damn. You guys, I see where your guys' mentality is.
Well, yeah, that's why you had us in the podcast. And then we didn't even record what we said before this, because
let's not start. Let's not start.
We have no filter,
That was
dude.
too much. Yeah.
Y'all are too much. Let's
Yeah,
move.
let's do
Dude,
the podcast.
Let's move on
imagine
to
That's when
Mark.
me and him are
so
gonna do our own podcast.
imagine us sober saying the things we're saying, and imagine us drunk together. Like, whoo!
Ooh, that's
Let me
soon.
bring my
Soon.
let me bring my equipment when we go to Arizona.
Just
Please,
We'll record one live on the road.
on the
please.
road.
Yes.
We'll do what we're doing, Edgar, on the way to TJ carpool karaoke.
Carpool karaoke, yeah.
We are going to be in jail reporting live. Trust me on the podcast. We're gonna just,
For those who don't know,
three of us.
don't know, I'm applying for my Century little pass thing. So I
Because
have to
what
drive.
happened last time that you guys
Shut the fuck! I know. Shut up. Shut up. We don't talk about that.
No, that
we
we have to
had to
talk about
talk
it.
about it.
No,
We
We
no.
had
have
to
to.
talk about
It's
All right, we'll talk
that
about
was
it
the
later.
most.
the funniest
All
thing
right.
ever.
Okay,
Talk about
we'll
it.
get to that story later. But Mark, how's your week going?
This is
It's
so
been good so far. I mean, besides my morning job that I have, it's my full time job. It's been a pain in the ass, but besides that, I started my first two shifts at. Well, actually, did four shifts because I just did the weekend also. But I started my first two training shifts during the week at Banana Republic. Um, it's a high end store, and I love it. I love their clothes there. I love the vibe there. I love working there. It's so laid back, and I like retail and I like fashion. And by the way, those of you guys who don't know, I am Edgar's cousin. I'm
Damn, I forgot to
one.
introduce him.
Well, I know, right? I'm one of his many cousins that he has. On my side of the family, it's like 13.
Literally, his family alone is like 12.
Yeah, we're a whole ass soccer team over here. But yeah, I'm his cousin.
one for each month.
I am
Mark
also
ticked all of them.
I'm also 25. Edgar is older by what, 2 months? Right?
Like 3.
February, March, April, May. Oh yeah, whatever. Who's counting?
I do.
Anyways,
I am.
fuck you. Besides that, I'm gonna hit me up in the comments if you guys want to have any more questions or get to know me a bit more. But anyways, my week has been good. Thank God it's been a blessing. But besides that, I think I guess we'll get to the story of.
Yeah, well,
So
before
going
that,
back to the sentry.
Yeah, let's just
oh,
So we
wait,
didn't
no.
finish that.
let's
So
get
he's
this
Hey,
shit
gonna
over
go.
with, dude.
well, before that, I just want to say, so my cousin, well, Mark's my cousin. You just said it, but we, I think we are the most close cousins that I've had. Right, our
Yeah,
relationship as cousin is
we
like
grew
the most.
up. I grew up sleeping over at their house like literally every summer, every Christmas, every Thanksgiving break, any vacation. Like as a kid, you know how you had those vacations. Any
Yeah.
times I would have those vacations, I would always find like always go over there. I would always, and I used to live in Orange County. I used to live in Bunham Park, and they lived over here in Riverside. And I would
Born
make
and
my plans
raised,
drive over there, drop my ass over there, and then I would
and
spend
then
like almost weeks.
I would do the opposite. I'd go over there to their house.
But I feel like you
That's so
rarely went over there.
I rarely did because you guys had a whole village,
Yeah.
like 12. Damn, I don't
Yeah.
know how you guys fit me in there.
Well, I mean, we had a fucking van, remember? We had the van
Yeah,
that fit like 22 people in there.
literally like a school
It
bus.
was a school bus van.
period.
It was like those boys and girls club vans. Those white vans. Oh my god.
Picking them up at each stop. Just like one by one. That's
No,
cute.
actually, what's funny was one time in elementary school, my mom was picking up me and my brothers, and as we're getting in, I see one of my brother's friends getting in the car, and I'm like, "What the hell is he doing?" And he looks up and looks at my mom. He's like, "What? Oh my gosh, this is the wrong van," because he's part of the Boys and Girls Club, and he thought that was the Boys and Girls Club van. And I was like, "Bro, homeboy was about to get in the van, like not even notice that
Period.
he's with the whole ass Mexican family."
He's like, field trip.
Yeah, but yeah, so Mark's my cousin, and then for a while we kind of like took a break because I was in school. He had his own thing,
Yeah,
but
and
recently we've been like kind of like partying and traveling together,
I don't want to
The
say party,
stories.
socializing.
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 Okay.
Which brings
Sophisticated.
me to the story because we were socializing
All right,
in
let me
Rosarito.
say the part
Okay.
that like,
Wait,
look,
can I just say something on my side?
Sure.
what?
Okay. these fools, okay, these fools, they message me, right? They're going out, whatever. Edgar's messaging me the whole night, so I know
We
he's
also
having
invited
fun.
her, by the
But
way,
I couldn't
and
go.
she bailed.
I had to go to work. And then these guys, they were so confident the next day. They were like, yeah, we're gonna be at your job at 2:30. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, I'll be here. And he's like, yeah, we're gonna make it at 2:30. Make us a sandwich because you're a woman. And I'm like, all right, I got you. And I
Bro,
was like,
no, keep
I
going.
saw their location, and I'm like, there's no way they're gonna make it at 2:30. And then Edgar, he's like, we have the fast pass. Like, it's freaking distant, man.
Hey, I was trusting my cousin, by the way.
Like, it was
I
freaking
came
distant, man.
blindsided.
He said, we got the fast pass. And I'm like, all right, then they're gonna be here at 2:30. I'm like, there's no way. But okay, go ahead. With the fast pass.
All right,
Okay.
look. So a lady had told me back then when I went to TJ by myself one time, and I went through the San Ysidro line, crossed over, nothing. It was no line at all. I went over like nothing. On the way back though, there was a line. It wasn't that big. Maybe because I left on. What did I leave on a Saturday? No, yeah, remember I left on a Saturday. Remember we went to TJ? It was that one time. Actually, I didn't go by myself. It was that one time I went to TJ right after work, and I met up with you guys, and I lost my phone in the car. So I'm waiting in line with my friend who we're crossing back over, and some lady was like, "You know, you can cross over with that passport ID that you have," and I'm like, "Oh, really? Like, I don't have to wait in this line?" She's like, "No, like you can go through this like the fast lane, like it's like it takes you all the way up."
She was
She's like,
probably blind because
either she was stupid as fuck, or she thought it was a Sentry pass. You know, that's what I'm thinking of right now. You know, she probably thought it was
Yeah.
my Sentry ID or something. You know. Because she probably thought, oh, this guy has a passport, but you know, like everyone else here or something. But when she saw my ID card, she's probably thinking, oh, that's a Sentry. Like, why is this fool lying? Like, you know? But I was like, no, it's cool. Like, I'm here with my friend. I'm not gonna leave him behind. So in my head, I was like, cool. Like now I know I can cross with whatever. I don't need a pass. Like this is my pass. So that's why I told Edgar, I was like, hey, we're fine. Like we can cross over. Tell me
we get
why.
there. Well, no, wait, hold up. Let's a little preface. So we leave the hotel at like 12-ish, 11:30-ish from Tijuana.
Confident they're gonna make it at 2:30.
Yeah. Also,
Homeboy,
this guy was like, we can walk there.
no, bitch. You said nah. Edgar's like,
We
we
have the
can walk
fast
it to the
pass.
border, right?
They go right through.
No, Edgar was like, we can walk it to the border, right? I'm like, yeah, we can. I guess it's right here. It's not that far.
Mind you, this guy told me like when we were like, because we stopped at a coffee shop where they were selling wine and coffee. We had a coffee. We sat down, and then I asked him, "How far is it from here?" He was like 15 minutes. So 15 minutes passed, and I asked him again, like, "How
It,
far is it?"
it was technically 25 minutes, but
He's like 10 more minutes.
Yeah, he said 15 minutes, and I was like, "Wait, that was 15 minutes ago." So mind you, we get there, right? We get to the line,
no,
and our
we
cop,
no. We see the line. We're like, what the fuck?
that thing was long.
That thing was long, dude. Like that thing was a snake wrapping around. Like, dude, like I've never seen the line that long ever since I've been going and back and forth to Mexico. Like that's the first time that I've seen that line like that. Like that was super insane. Yeah, allá andamos de pendejo. We're walking to the front. Edgar's like,
Literally
sure,
With
we
walking.
the
can do it.
fast pass.
You know, and there's people staring at us and shit. Like we're walking there all confident as fuck. I'm
As we
pulling out
pulled
the
up to the door,
dude, and I'm pulling
They
out the
look at me,
ID.
I look at their location, and they keep going back and forth, and I'm like, all right. Yeah, they're not gonna make it.
Yeah, dude. So we get to the thing, and the officer's like, "Oh, what's your sentry?" Like, thought this was fast, like sentry pass. Like some lady had told me like I can cut, like I don't have to wait in that line if I had this. Like, no, it's a regular passport. Like you have to have your sentry. And I was like, oh, I'm like, well, why the fuck did I listen to that lady? Like, I was over here like a dumbass, right? And so I luckily like we didn't have to do a big ass walk of shame. First, there was like this old white dude who like I thought he was like about to get upset with me and about like I was about to be like, "What's up, dog?" Like, cause this fool was like, "You trying to cut the whole line? Like we've been waiting here for 5 hours. Like, what the hell's your problem?" And I was like, first of all, I was misinformed about this being a sentry, like being able to cut the line. He's like, okay, like once I told him that, he kind of like was like chill about it. And then we're walking away. He's like, oh, give me what $20 and I'll let you guys cut the line. And I was like, fuck it,
Down.
dude.
We were down.
And so like we get
I was getting ready to pull out the cash and everything.
dude, so we get into the line with him, and then there's a fucking guarda nacional, or it's the army,
Mexican,
the
yeah.
Mexican army.
Yeah.
This girl pulls up to us, and he's like, "Oh no, like out of the line, you know, like either you guys stay or he gets out of the line." I was like, bro, and the guy is like, no, mi primo, I was waiting for them. I was like, bro, like no, like, and then the guy's like, no, ustedes, and right, and then the guy's like, es mi novio. He starts pointing at me. Saying, es mi novio, right? And he's like, someone behind him, one of his homies was like, kiss him, besalo, and dude, I was in my head, I was like, bro, I don't give a crap if I have to. Like, I'm about to kiss this man right now, dog. And then the guy's like, tú celoso, me no, like the way his act, because he's American,
it was
obviously,
funny.
but just the way he was like trying to, you know, tell like the army guy, like, you know, like, oh, he's my boyfriend, but it was.
I knew we were not gonna make it. Yeah.
So we got out of line, and the guy
Luckily,
would have done it for $10, and I was like, motherfucker.
luckily there was like a little exit, so we didn't go all the way.
So we don't have to cut. Yeah, we wouldn't have to walk the whole freaking line all the way back and kind of like have people look at us.
Yeah, we just went around.
But there was like this little passage that took us back to where like you cross from the U.S. to the Mexico side. Yeah. We cut through there, and
we just Ubered to Otay
border, which was an hour wait, and yeah,
it was quicker.
Yeah, we ran for the bus.
It took public transportation in the U.S.
Yep.
to go pick up my car in Eloy's house. So
Dude,
shout out Eloy.
We should have just gone eating her freaking sandwich, the sandwich place, dude.
She wasn't there.
What do you mean?
We didn't make it at 2:30.
Yeah, we didn't make it. She was gone by then.
Oh,
I was gone. I was at Chingon having the margarita, and you guys were still going on your fast pass.
So we were going to Otay. She was in Chingon.
Yeah, like I saw your location, and I'm like, these guys are not making it at 2:30. I was so confident. I told Eloy, I'm like, hey, let's go eat. He said, what about Edgar? And I'm like, they're not gonna make it. And then they called me. I was already done, and I'm like, yeah, they're not.
And then fast forward now, I'm applying for the Century Pass.
Now that's where we're going.
Well, that's why we're going to Arizona, because, I mean, regardless, I don't know why he's getting it if I'm not getting it yet. So he's gonna have to wait in line with me. So
I know.
You can do it right there and then.
What do you mean?
You can apply.
You can get your fast pass right there.
I'll apply, but I still gotta get the interview first.
Yeah, you can just pair up with me.
Oh, I gotta pay the money first too.
Oh, it's just $25 at the front. But
no, I thought it was $120.
You pay that once you're there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
So now I'm getting my Century, and now we're all taking a road trip to Phoenix, Arizona.
Next month, yeah.
5 hours with these fools.
Dude, it's gonna be so much fun.
Imagine, you guys. We were on FaceTime before in this call. They said the most fucked up shit in my life. I didn't really know them until a few minutes ago.
You put us together for a reason, okay?
So now we're going to Phoenix, Arizona for a day.
It's gonna be interesting.
Definitely. Delia's gonna go pick up the car rental in San Diego, come meet us in Riverside, and from there we're gonna drive all the way to Phoenix, Arizona.
Because I'm princess mode. I don't like to drive long distance, but I guess I'll do it.
It's only from San Diego to Riverside. That's like an hour and a half. Yeah, so that's gonna be in our plans. All of that.
45 minutes. Though.
Okay. Probably dead, but
hopefully the rental place doesn't hear this. I'm sorry.
You better know how to drive. So point of the story is that's why I'm getting the Century Pass, so I don't have to ever do that ever again.
So he doesn't have to kiss a man.
I didn't kiss anyone, but yes. Mark was about to.
I was about to take one for the team. Don't worry.
He was, and I was gonna be grateful because
ready.
He was gonna add another one to his track record.
To my hit list.
What was it, like 5? If you would have kissed him.
Oh, 5, yeah.
Damn, that was a wild night.
That was a wild night, dude.
Not as wild.
No, Delia.
What is that?
How was El Chingon?
It was fun. It was really quick. The margarita wasn't that, but it was loud in there, so that's why I couldn't hear you guys.
It wasn't lit, huh?
Oh, wasn't it?
Not
No,
yet.
it was because I have a
It
friend
was
who
really loud.
went. It was like Pride Night or something, right? Or some shit.
It gets lit at night, no?
It gets late at night, but I don't like it much at night because it gets so crowded and people
It
fight.
does. The
And
last
it's
time I was in San Diego for 4th of July last year,
I
we tried
freaking
to
bet.
get we
let's
tried
go
to
to
get
on.
in there, and it was long.
Let's go to on.
Dude, I went to this one club that it has a like a stage where they sing karaoke and oh my
Is it the
god,
one we went to
In San
the
Diego?
first time we went to San Diego?
did we go to karaoke?
We went to a
He
karaoke
doesn't
one.
even remember. He's like, where are we?
Shit,
With
dude.
the one with the ice cream. Is it that one?
Oh no, not that one, not that one.
Okay.
It's a different one.
Where at? Where is this karaoke place?
It's right there. I don't know. It's all where all the clubs are at. I forgot. I had gone with some friends. I was pretty fucked up that night.
I feel like I know more clubs than Delia. Because have you been to Mr.
Yeah.
Temple?
No.
I don't know the names, but if I see the place, I'll be like, "Oh, I have been there."
You remember the coin op Mark?
Oh, the arcade, like the
Yeah.
dude, that
Yeah.
place is dope, man. That's a good place to like pregame, like start your
Yeah.
night.
Pre-game. You got me fucked up. My first night drinking, you gave me an adios.
Oh, I did. That's right.
Dude, the
I
video's
couldn't
so funny.
I couldn't feel my legs after that first drink.
That was a normal drink for me, though. It was like drinking Gatorade.
Alrighty.
That was easy work for you.
I got a question for you guys.
Sure. Actually, we had
Yeah.
a few more for you, but go ahead.
Oh, if you want to ask me, go for it. Go for it. We'll do that.
No, no, you go first.
Okay.
Yeah. You're the
Just
guest.
kidding. We're going first. I'm kidding.
How do you feel?
About
Let's just say basically this is person's your. How would I say first? You knew this person for a while, for almost 5 years, and you dated for 2 of those years, and then I mean, obviously this person's your ex, but you reconnected, and this person opened up to you about their relationship that they were in.
Currently?
Yeah, and then you were there for them, you comforted them, and then they ghosted you because the person's significant other found out about us talking and got mad and whatnot. And then again, this person reconnects with you and goes out with you a couple times, makes you think like, oh, like, and then stops talking to you because he goes back with his ex, and then now you guys are friends. How do you guys feel about that? Would you accept that from, like, would you be friends with your ex like that, like someone you just knew for so long, like you even have their freaking location because that person begged, not begged, but like a person was constantly asking you for their location. Like, how do you feel about that?
tag them. I'm just kidding. All right.
That's a lot to impact, but
That's a lot. Which one is this one?
My second,
Is that one that you showed me? Okay.
no, this is my
I will keep my distance. Yeah. Do not. That's tricky. Do you still have feelings for them?
yeah. This is the thing is like I say I don't, but I
You low-key do.
yeah. And this person will randomly message me sometimes, like or like send me TikToks, and then we'll start a conversation off of that TikTok, and that conversation like goes on and on, like. But obviously, I know who he's with, so it's kind of like why mess with it? Why keep poking at the fire?
Do you think that you like them or you like the idea of them? No, that's one. That's why it keeps
Hmm.
you up.
the
Definitely
Me.
last
say.
time I saw him, he was kind of ugly. No offense.
Oh, then that's your answer. What the
Who are you
hell?
talking about?
Who are you talking about?
Who are you talking about?
I know almost all your exes.
The high school one.
No, what?
Okay.
The one I went to
Did you
prom
just
with.
say
I
high
didn't say
school?
that.
Did you say
No.
high
He's a high
school?
schooler?
What?
Is he
Don't start that
All
is he
shit.
underage?
Don't
right.
start that shit. You know damn well
Okay.
we ain't
Well,
starting that shit.
No, honestly, I think I would
all
agree
right. We
with
gotta have
Delia.
911 now. At this point. Okay, keep
I
going.
agree with Delia. I think you should keep your distance, especially if you have feelings for them still.
And maybe it's just
It's
the idea of them that you made up in your mind that you can't let go of.
So would you guys could say we like unfollow him from Instagram, unfollow him from Snapchat and everything, like cut him off completely, or just kind of just try not to.
I think you should, because then I don't know if it's just me, but sometimes like you kind of limit yourself on what to post. You kind of don't post freely because you know they're seeing your stuff.
And like that's the thing. Like in the beginning, when I had noticed that he was going back with his ex, like I was it pissed me off, and I unfollowed him on Instagram. And it took me a while to follow him back because he would be like, "Why do you want? Why did you unfollow me?" And I'm like, "Really, dude? Like, you know how I feel, and you want me to follow you when you're? I know that you're posting with your ex, like you guys are back together, and like, yo, pendejo, like I still followed him back. I felt like I just, like I guess I did it in a sense because I kind of wanted to be like, you know what, like fuck you, like I'm gonna make you see like what you're missing out on, and and I would post my trips and post this, but in reality, I know he doesn't give a shit about that.
Wow, I didn't
Yeah.
know we are gonna be a therapy podcast, but I guess I'll give it a shot.
Isn't that what you
No,
went
but
for?
yes, actually, and it's been
Don't
haunting
you have
me.
a psychology degree?
I
Exactly.
do, and that's the butt
Okay,
of the
then
joke.
we'll
Yeah.
work.
Anyways, yeah, because I feel like if you still have him, it's always gonna be in the back of your mind. You're gonna
Yeah.
want to be checking up on him. Like, see, like having his location is like bad because you're stalking him. You're gonna start
Well,
overthinking.
first
You're
of
gonna
all,
start overthinking and
Yeah.
saying,
I didn't ask
"Oh,
for
he's
the
at a host
location.
house."
I didn't ask for the location.
He did,
Yeah.
yeah. But you
But
can
you
you
do
can
check
make
on it.
yes. But you can also be like, you know what, you want me to have it, but I can't do it. Like you can take it off.
Or you can just do it
Yep,
for the pot. I'm kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that.
true. More content,
More
but
content for the podcast.
in all
You know
honesty,
what? Go. Where's his location right now? Let's go right now. I'm kidding.
Well,
I'm
actually,
kidding. He's a Chuck E. Cheese.
yeah. So I mean, that's what I would suggest. You getting rid of
Everything.
that,
Cut ties.
because then you're just gonna start overthinking stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
overthinking is just gonna waste your time because you're gonna worry like, oh, they're probably doing this, probably living a happy life.
am I am I considered like obsessive or like
No.
or is this
Mm-mm.
some no like what's the word I'm looking for? Not obsessive, but like
Creepy. No, we're joking.
yeah,
No. I know what you're trying to say, but I don't think so.
right?
Mm.
Like,
Obsessive would have been if you like would show up to his house
Yeah.
and you see him at his house.
You see his stories in 3 seconds.
Like,
no, do that shit.
like if he's out in the mall and you happen to be there,
Well, bitch, I
yeah,
work there. Like, because sometimes he'll tell me he's like, "How come you're not out there hoeing around?" I'm like, "Why do I like? Why do you want me to hoe around?" He's like, "Cause you're single. You should be enjoying yourself." I'm like, "I am
Oh,
enjoying myself.
this guy.
I'm
Okay.
like, I'm enjoying myself by going out and going on trips and doing things with my cousins and clubbing with them. Like, I don't need to be a hoe to be happy. Or being single doesn't define being a hoe. Like, I don't need to
yeah,
be sleeping with a bunch of people just to make myself happy single."
and you still do it. You still do it.
Bitch, I do it because I'm a fucking boss, dog.
No, but I get what you mean. Like they're assuming that like when you're single, that gives you an excuse to go hoe around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not for me.
All right. But what are your questions for me?
Okay. All right.
Who
So
was your
one of the
favorite?
Dead ass?
that's gonna be cut out.
Dead ass.
We'll cut that out.
My favorite ex?
You're not cutting that off.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. He's
Hey,
trying to shut us down.
hey, she could have said who's your favorite ex,
That's what I
Oh, you
meant.
guys are already giving it away. You
No.
guys are already giving it
No.
away. All right.
Keep
Yeah.
it
Who's your favorite
silent.
ex?
Who's my favorite ex?
Yeah. So
The reason
as
why the one that I have his location. The
so
one that
as the podcast, as you guys can tell, is vertically challenged socially. So like wealth and status like that. Mark's been poor all his life.
Fuck
So
you.
the man,
twins. Boom,
we've
boom,
all
boom.
been poor. So if this man, he goes through highs
But
and
not in
lows.
personality, because
No,
we
not in
are.
personality. Yeah, he's rich in that.
Yeah.
Financially, he hasn't made
Oh,
the best financial decisions, but he
Nope.
has a bunch of stories,
A
and
lot.
dated a bunch of people.
A
yeah.
lot.
For
So
them.
out of those So out of those exes that you've had, who was your favorite and why?
Who's your favorite?
Oh, let's do a favorite and least.
Let's top three.
Sure, and then you don't even have to give their names.
No,
You can
I'm not
just
gonna. Oh
You
hell no, I'm not gonna put their names out there. Okay, you said top three.
top three. Top three.
Woo, top three. Okay,
Is he one of the top three?
you actually.
well, duh, if you saw his feelings for him.
Yeah, he is top three. He's number three.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Oh, there's more? Okay.
So he'd be number. Actually, he'd be number two. He'd be number two.
Damn.
Number one was my ex from college. The one I showed you, the one I think I showed you Delia, the pretty looking one. No?
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that one. The one I was like, oh my
That,
god, look who he's with now, and he's all ugly.
yep, yep.
Okay, so he would be my first. Then it's the one I told you guys about, and then my third. Technically, the first one wasn't really an ex because the whole situation. It was more of a situationship.
Mm.
That was my third one. Oh, my third one was my ex girlfriend from high school.
A girl?
Yeah.
Damn. By the way,
Wow.
you guys, my cousin is on the LGBTQ plus spectrum. So yes, so I think he's autistic as well. Well,
I think he's has ADHD too, and I think that's
ADHD,
Oh,
some disease in there too.
very much.
a personality disorder, some PTSD
That was herpes, I
with a
think.
little hint of depression.
Yes. Hit, dog. I got like a whole grain of that.
Like, imagine him as a character from the Inside Out. He has
Yes.
all of
Yes,
I'm
he's
all.
sadness. He's
Yeah.
so
He's everything.
no that
Thanks for the attack, guys.
it's
Oh no,
crazy
we're
because
just saying the basics. Yeah.
we had to include that so they kind of get an idea of who
Get
you
an
are.
idea who I am? Yes. That
Yeah.
So
makes
they can understand you.
yeah.
Yes.
The crazy part is that you didn't mention your ex fiance. Damn.
The fuck?
Wow.
Dude, I was waiting for you guys to bring that shit up.
Yeah,
Wow.
like the three and his ex fiance who was gonna commit to wasn't on the three.
Fuck no, he's not.
Damn.
That fool's
Damn.
that fool's at the bottom of my list, man.
Okay, let's
You
invite him
you
in.
almost. Oh, I think he's
I
calling in
almost.
right
I
now.
think he's on the line right now,
He's
actually.
got.
Welcome in.
Well, let me tell him what's up. Let me tell him how I feel.
I heard. I'm just kidding.
I kind of want. Obviously, the purpose of my podcast was trying to give not a platform, I would say, but more like let it. I want to hear other people's stories. Like, obviously, one of them was gonna have to be my cousin because honestly, I consider you more as my. You're the wild one in your family, and out of all my cousins. So, like, one of the
Posting him.
I've seen you at your highs, I've seen you at your lows. But regardless of where you're at, you still manage to find a way to like
Make it through.
make it through, have fun. Like you've been to like trips with us with no money and you still made it like lit. So I'm like, how do you do it? Like how do you like
Like, I guess. I mean, I've always struggled ever since I moved out of my parents at 18. I guess it came to a realization that it doesn't matter about money. It doesn't matter about having the fanciest car, the fanciest this. Like, I've found ways to get around to work and get around to places that I need to. Yes, it takes a while. The bus, obviously, or the train, like, it takes a while, but, I found my ways and like, compared to having to walk or ride a bike, trust me, I mean, I've continued, I guess I learned to appreciate the little things I have rather than complain and keep, stressing over like not being able to get to work or this or that or I'm struggling with this. Like I just sit back now and I enjoy the little things I have now. Um, I'm just grateful with what I have so far and what I'm achieving. I mean, this year I've definitely been stepping up a notch and I've definitely been doing a lot better. Um, and I know eventually I'm gonna get out of this financial hole that I'm in. And I know that eventually I'm gonna be the one paying for the trips.
Period.
Thank you, Edgar.
I mean
Thank you. Posting him.
Well,
He's
no,
my
because
sponsorship.
Yes. He's a sponsorship of today. Thank you.
I mean, I have seen it compared to how you've been like 2 years, like the last 2 years till now. I've seen that you have stepped it up. I feel like you've been on your game a little bit more. I don't know if that was because of like your growth or what it was. Something just clicked and you've been like stepping it up.
Different low. Just
Yeah,
develop. I think it's
hopefully.
all about mentality too.
What was that?
The way you, I think it's all about mentality too. Like how you see life.
Yeah,
I think that works a lot.
yeah. Because I mean, at one point, like I just was like, "Oh, money's gonna like, oh, like I'm getting a check every Friday. Like I'm chilling, so like I'd go out with friends and party and drink like literally every freaking weekend that I would get." And now, like I kind of like laid back on that. Like, yes, you'll see me out and partying, but it's not like back then. Like it was
It's not like
Friday.
frequently.
Yeah, like back then, literally it was every weekend, every Friday.
I think that was last year because I was there with you.
Yeah, like even brunch. Yeah, literally after a night of drinking, I still go to brunch. Like it's just
I think I saw that with you. Like you don't do that as often. You'll probably do it like once a month, maybe twice. But I don't see it as often anymore. That or
yeah.
you just don't post it. But I mean, I learned because I was with you all year, essentially all year last year, and we would go clubbing and drinking like almost every weekend, and
Mm-hmm.
it adds up. I'm not gonna
It
lie.
adds up, dude.
Yeah, like
Especially
you're.
especially when I'm very like social, like a social person. For some reason, when I go out and I see someone at the bar, like I'll start talking to them, like, "Hey, dude, you want a drink? Like, what's up? Like, I got you." Yeah, I'm that guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Let's
you
take a
are.
shot. I'm that guy. Like,
You'll make friends with other people. You invite them to the circle, and then we just keep going, and it just keeps going.
and I mean, I'm not gonna say it's a bad thing, but
It's not,
it's
but it's like
it's also I need to learn.
financially, yeah,
Yes, I mean, I
and
learned how to control that now, like how not to. I mean, I'm still social. I'll still say what's up and talk to someone, but
you kind of like, oh, you can buy your own stuff now.
yeah, like unless they're offering, then I'll offer one.
No, yeah, but what would you tell someone who's like probably going through the same lifestyle as you? Like, what type of
Um,
advice would you give?
I mean, I've hit rock bottom to where I was when I had a car. I was literally like sleeping in my car at one point. Um, Showering at the fucking gym. Um, I'd find a friend's place to stay at. Meanwhile, and it wasn't until eventually like I found a good job that was paying me good and ended up getting my apartment. I saw the end of the tunnel, but COVID happened, and COVID did bring down a lot of jobs. So unfortunately, I did lose my job and went down the hole again. And it took me a while. COVID was 2020 and then 2021. I mean, I was a dumbass that again I decided to party instead of save up the money that I was getting from what is it called, unemployment or EDD, right?
Hmm.
I was getting a lot, and I should have saved it up. Instead, I was going to Rosarito every weekend.
Yeah,
I decided to waste my money instead of saving it and getting a car. Till this day, I regret it, and I wish I can take it back. But now, like I said, I guess I realized I humbled myself. I appreciate the little things that I have now, the clothes that I have now, the roof that I have, the food that I have. Like I appreciate the things that I have now, and I just I guess keep a positive mindset. Don't let yourself go into this negative mindset, or like don't um don't let depression get a hold of you, and just trust me, because I've had days or nights where like I was like, this is it, like I'm gonna end it, like I'm done with this, I'm just struggling, I'm never gonna get out of this hole, like I'm just, like and there's ways out. I feel like when you're rock bottom, you don't want the help anymore. You rather just say, fuck this. Like, why am I even living if I'm gonna keep struggling like this? Or, so I guess just careful if you do fall into that mindset. Always have that backup, and And if there's people whoever's listening to this, if you notice a friend or a family member also who's struggling, like they won't show it, but they'll, or yeah, they won't show it, because they're hiding it. Like I hid it for so long. Like I think Edgar's the only person I would tell, like, or he would know, obviously. Behind like that party animal, the behind that happy face that I had all these years, like trust me, there was fucking sadness. There was like me wanting to just drink myself to death at a club or wake up in the hospital, wake up
Hmm.
someone like trust me, like you might have seen me at my greatest moments, living high, living, but in
It was
those
kind of
times,
like a facade, like
yeah,
you're
it's
suppressing those feelings.
exactly like I was hitting the bottom, bottom of the bottles just to feel something different and feel, get those negative thoughts out of my head and have fun, be party, and not think about tomorrow. But yeah, so just be aware of situations like that. Always ask your friend if they're doing okay, and or your sibling or something, your family member.
And
I
have
guess
those people around you, yeah.
yeah, have
Because
a
like because I've seen friendships that they because I feel like I'm like at least in my friend group, I'm the one that kind of like checks up on everyone just to make sure they're all alive. Because I'm like I feel like if you don't have one like that, you can go like someone could go missing and you wouldn't know.
exactly. I mean, I had a pretty good, solid friend group too. We've been friends for what? My friends from high school. I've known them since junior year. So how long was that
Okay,
ago? Like
like
10 years.
10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah,
So
we were
they were still
all.
friends. We did, we all kind of went our ways, but we're still connected, and we're still laugh. We have our group chat, but obviously life goes on. One of them was in the military, or he got out already. He's with his fiance living together. The other one is, he works for LAX. He's a mechanic for airplanes. The other one's a restaurant manager. I mean, we all, they have their girlfriends. Life got in the way. Life, gets busy. But at the end of the day, like we were always there. We were always ask each other if we're good, how we're doing. Like, I mean, even though we don't see each other, we still like. I recently caught up with one friend last week, or this past week actually on Wednesday. I caught up
Mhm.
with a friend, and he was like, "Dude, like I've seen you've been doing good. Like you've been like doing better. Like I see, like you look better, man." And I'm like, "Yeah, I like like he even noticed like I've been doing better since how he last saw me, because he's they've seen me through what I've been like, what I've gone through what
Yeah.
you, Edgar, and so they know what's up.
No, yeah. I think I mean, I don't know. I've I think I have a good group of friends that can keep me on check. I don't know if Delia can say the same.
I don't.
Oh,
I'm still looking for them.
damn.
I'm kidding.
I
I'm
check up
kidding.
on
I'm
you
kidding.
every day. I text her to
No,
make sure
man.
she's alive.
He
No,
thinks I'm gonna like do something stupid. I'm like, no, we're
Mm.
past that. I'm too lazy to do that.
Mark, I think that's solid advice to give to people who are near similar
Be
or
kind to yourself and
exactly.
always celebrate those little moments, those achievements that might not be a lot for others, but it was a lot for you. And that's why you were able to keep going. So be proud of that.
Yes.
Yes.
because I how I mentioned before, you're kind of like a family of 12 ish, probably
Yeah.
more. You think that affected how you were raised or how you grew up to be?
I
Like,
mean,
because I know before you mentioned I don't you don't think you felt like you got the attention you needed growing up.
yes and no, because like technically,
I
like,
felt like you got the most attention.
well, yeah, because I mean, it was at the end of the day, it all because it all fell back on my parents' image,
Mhm.
and so I feel like maybe it has to do a part of it. I mean, I'm kind of like in the middle of my brothers. I'm what, number 10, I think, or 9. I'm number 9.
Yeah.
So I guess
No TV, huh? There was no
I
TV
guess
back
I
then.
didn't have TV back then. Yeah, I don't know. I guess in a way, like I felt like I didn't receive the attention that we should have, and then on top of that, I mean, my dad was always working like this fool. didn't come home till like night, like 8, 7 at night, and I mean the only person who was obviously taking care of was my mom, but I mean she has how many kids that she got to take care of, and
Hmm.
then here comes along my little sister.
It stole all that attention.
All that attention went to the baby, so. But I mean, I guess I understand them, but at the end of the day, it kind of sucked like not having the same attention to everyone, which kind of like buzz kills me on having kids. Like it's kind of an issue on me, like oh, me, do I want kids or not? Because it's
That was gonna be my follow up.
like it. Am I feel like I'm scared of like not being a good parent because I wasn't shown that, or I wasn't shown how to be a good parent or how to give that
Hmm.
attention as a parent. Like
Yeah.
so. Yeah,
My follow up would have been, well, my follow up question was like, did you? So I'm guessing you're not seeing yourself with kids,
I want
or
kids, but it's again. I guess I have that fear in the back of my head that
I just have another question to add to that, because like I mentioned before, you're kind of like on the
right.
LGBT. Do you see yourself having kids with like a guy or a girl, like a wife, husband? What is it? Because I want to know. I'm curious.
I mean, that's all depends on the future, dude. Like, I can't.
What are you doing after this?
You guys are stupid.
I don't know.
You can get
It
that
all
out.
just depends on like what life brings. I guess I mean, I like. I
I
don't
ask
know.
because like I feel like let's say you have a wife. That's easy. You can impregnate her. But
Right.
having a guy would be like, oh, you have to go through a surrogate, or you gotta adopt, or you gotta.
Adopt. Right.
And I feel like that's more of a hassle. And then you're saying you're unsure of kids, so I'm kind of like, okay, then you might just know like, oh, just one, and that's it. Just like, oh, I can adopt one more if I wanted to. But with the wife, I mean, knowing you're pumped out like five
Tasteful.
by accident.
No, I would just want two, if anything. I feel like keeping it at even numbers fine.
Okay, that's interesting. Because personally, for me, I went from like I remember in college because I was so indoctrinated in like, oh, I got to think about myself, my future, my career. I was like, oh, I went from like wanting one kid to no kids, and then the more I grew up, I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe I want a little bit more. You know, like I went from like one to like zero to like wanting to have like, oh, maybe four. Now I want a whole tribe. I want to repopulate the state of Idaho.
Tasteful.
So that's just me, but that's a good perspective because I was just curious about that, how you would go about that. Because I know Delia said she was gonna be a surrogate, so
Yeah, what are you
you
doing
can.
after this?
She's trying to get that money. That's
Well,
why she's trying to
Yeah,
get that
she
bling bling.
show me
that's
titties,
how.
baby. Show me titties, and I'll do it.
Isn't it like ten
As
thousand
many as you
dollars?
want. As many as you want, baby. I got it.
I think it's more to become a surrogate. A surrogate. I think it's
Last time I
like
remember, like 10,000 or something like that. But
Let's go find out.
could be, could be more. Tasteful.
I think it's let me double check. Last time I checked, it was like I think.
Then sign me up. You want five? I'll do
You
five.
what?
I'll do five in one sitting, bro. Fuck it.
But I
30,000?
think
I'll do it.
so. It ranges. It can cost up to 55K.
55K. Damn.
Damn. Never
The
mind.
Kardashian.
That's why.
On
That's why
second
I'm
thought,
asking you.
on second thought, I'll get a wife.
That's why I'm asking you because I recently I was watching YouTube videos and I was like,
Actually, actually thinking about it, I just wait for the pot.
no, I think the minimum is like 20K. The max is like 50. So that's one of the reasons I asked. So Delia, you should become a surrogate, honestly.
Yeah, I'll do it. 30 for 55K. We can do it naturally. We can do it, and
I mean, how else would it be?
No, no, homie, I'm gonna stick to wife, dog.
yeah, I mean, we
55K,
can
that's freaking crazy.
But even
5K.
then,
Or just a drunk night. Either way. We do it. A drunk
which
night of 55K. You know what?
whichever is
Let's just go.
cheaper.
Pick
I'm
up
gonna
the bottle.
I'm gonna need her to sign some papers.
But I also heard that if you don't have insurance, at least in California, it's expensive to give birth in the hospital.
Expensive is everywhere in Canada.
Like I heard that if you give if you deliver naturally, it's like a good like 16,000 in California at least. And if you do a C-section, that's a good like 20K.
Damn.
So make sure you guys have insurance and to wear protection.
And this is our sponsor for today. Yes.
What is it? Wrap it. Don't trap it or something like that, or hit.
Honestly,
Signing up right now.
actually, I want to get you guys' take on that. Because, so
What?
for those who don't know, we're all Christian, surprisingly. So,
We're believers of
yeah,
Jesus.
Yes.
yes. Well, it's a controversial topic in like the believer community. Like, do you think wearing condoms is a sin? Or is it good or bad?
When you're married.
Yes. Well, yeah, when you're married, of course.
It depends.
I'd rather wear it than have my wife
Yeah, right.
take Plan Bs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It mess with her body. Like,
But people can say it like as you're like kind of defeating the purpose of sexual intimacy that God created.
I don't think so. I think
that's
it
not
depends
really. I
also if
mean,
you're ready or not.
God created it to
I'm still getting head, aren't
procreate.
I?
Something that he didn't get last night.
All right, you guys. Well,
Cut this off.
ah,
Cut this off. Cut
ah,
this off.
I guess that answered your question.
That's
so
disrespectful, boy.
thank you guys so much for tuning in to this, whatever this episode was.
This is the introduction of Mark.
Yes, and I guess we're gonna have him back soon because
Yes.
We're gonna have the link down below if you guys want to listen to me and Mark's podcast.
And then just comment
So-
any questions you guys have about me or just in general. Any
Yeah.
questions you guys want to
Yeah.
have answered on this podcast. But thank you guys for having me. Thank you, Edgar.
how do you
Yeah.
feel? How do you feel about becoming a co-host?
It'd be pretty interesting. We have pretty badass, something badass to do for sure.
We'll think about it. We'll
Yes.
consult with Delia and then we'll send you the contract if anything.
We'll see what the people say.
We'll see you in 2 hours right now once we're saying out the contract.